over the edge. Feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, the tears and the pain, they carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. It's the final match of the 2025 Rugby Championship. That's right. The Pumas hosting the Springboks at Twickenham. Welcome back. I got my Harry Potter hat on for the Bucks, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Here are the lineups for Argentina. Santiago Carreras at fullback position. Bautista Del Guy is on the right wing. Justo Picardo and Santiago Chocobaras in the center. Juan Cruz Malia on the left wing. Geronimo Piscaniatelli is the fly half. Simon Cruz Benitez is the scrum half. Santiago Grodona, Marcos Crema, Pablo Matero, Pedro Rubiolo, Guido Petty, Joel Sclavi, Julian Montoya is the captain, and Mako Vivas. Off the bench, Ignacio Ruiz, Boris Wenger, Francisco Correa, Marchetti, Franco Molina, Juan Gonzalez, Joaquin Oviedo, Augustine Moyano, and Rodrigo Isakaro. For our Boca, Damien Villemse at the fullback position as the players go on the pitch from the anthems just ending. Cheslin Colby is on the right wing, Kane Moody, Damon De Allende in the center, Ethan Hooker on the left wing, Sasha Feinberg Ungumzulu with a landmark performance last week comes back at the fly half, Cobus Reinach, Jasper Wiese, Peter Steph Dutoy, Sia Khaleesi, Ruan Nordkia, Eben Etzebeth, Thomas Dutoy, Malcolm Marks, and Oxen Che. Basically an unchanged lineup. Off the bench, Bongi Mbanambi, Jan Hendrik Vessels, Vilko Low, Arge Sneeman, Quagga Smith, Grant Williams, Monty Lubbock, Jesse Creel. This from the recently renamed Twickenham Allianz Stadium in London. The official is Andrea Piardi, the Italian official, the best one they've got out there. The assistants are Nika Amashukeli from Georgia, who sucks, and Egan Cross from Ireland, who's pretty good. And Ian Tempest is the TMO. And we're ready to get started here, folks, for this final match of the Rugby Championship. The All Blacks got a bonus point victory earlier, now lead the log with 19 points to the Springboks 15. They have a huge advantage when it comes to points. Last week, Sasha Feinberg Ungumzulu had 37 points, setting the all-time record for a Springbok in a test match, beating Percy Montgomery's mark of 35. Welcome back to the program, folks. It's all on the line now. All on the line as the Springboks take on the Pumas. Don't need a slow start from the Springboks again this week. Pablo Matera is the most capped Argentinian player ever with 118 now. Wow. All right, for the moderators, be ready for the hate wanker. And if I have to, please be understanding, folks. I may have to shut the chat off during the stream for a bit, okay? But right now it's on. Andrea Piardi. It looks like the Pumas will kick to the All Blacks to get us started. 84 people currently here. Hopefully we'll get thousands more showing up before we get this over with. So James Slipper played his last test match. We just watched that. After this, over to my news channel where I'll be talking about a New York Times article meant to frighten people, and then back for this network for the Bulls hosting Leinster at Loftus Versfeld. Johan Barnard, Sarita Flippa, Miranda Duplessis, Cyber Eggs, Larry Delport, Mays, Andre Mostart, Conrad Geldenhuis, Legion, Candice Sunette, Ulrich Fenter, Annemarie Schrenk, Joey van Wyk, Pete Linda, Sandra Yonk Shannon, and Charles Van Olsen. Welcome to all of you. And we are about to get underway from Twickenham. The pitch looks beautiful. Here's the kick. It's not sold out, but it's a big crowd. Inside the 22, the Springboks take the ball, and we're underway. Going forward to the 22. Cobus Reinach comes up there for the ruck formed. Peter Steph Dutoy joins the ruck. Reinach over the top. Here's the kick. He kicks it to about midfield. Fair contest by South Africa and the Pumas. Who's got it? Looks like the Pumas have it. So the Pumas now trying to get something going. Kane and Moody. The ball comes wide on the outside. One tackler there. And they get away from Willemse. Cheslin Colby comes over. And now Kane and Moody makes the tackle. Moody playing outside center. Peter Steph Dutoy with a nice tackle there. The Pumas with the ball at the 10-meter line. They bring it up charging through the middle. But there's Thomas Dutoy with the tackle. They come back to this near side. Oh, Colby misses a tackle. That's pretty rare. Jasper Wiese picking up the slack. They come wide. Pablo Matera now. He runs into David Willemse, who lifts him up and tackles him. Not quite a tip tackle. So we'll go back to the action here as Etzebeth gets his first tackle of the game. And here's a nice carry up the middle there by Justo Picado. Inside the 10-meter line now. The Pumas, they kick it forward, and they're looking for deep coverage that's going to go into the try zone. And it went over the try line and out. Good job by Damon Willemse screaming the ball. It's going to go all the way back. Good work by Damon Willemse right there. Fantastic work by the fullback. Yeah, just barely got out of the try zone. And come all the way back. TMO is going to check.
TMO check.
And could this be another bizarre try?
Yep.
We saw one last week.
Can't be a try. It wasn't touched. They're checking a tackle by Cheslin Colby. Might be a yellow card, unrelated to the ball in the try zone. Okay, Andrea Piardi, we might have a high tackle here and a card coming up on Cheslin Colby. Not a good start here. So here it comes, Cheslin Colby. Oh, it's not Colby, it's Kane and Moody. Kane and Moody, not Colby. Colby missed the tackle, and then Kane and Moody, that's going to be a yellow card. it's going to be a yellow card.
Tempo, we are going to send this to go off the review. Agree with us? So Tempo, there is.
But Moody's not upright. He's bent down.
To the bunker for off-field review and yellow card.
I agree, Andrea. It's coming back to you.
Thanks a lot.
Yellow card. Keenan Moody.
So we have the green player is upright. There is head-on-head.
He's not upright.
Meet the yellow card threshold for us and goes for off-field review.
Wow, minute 45 seconds in.
So it's a
Yellow card. Jiminy crickets. That's quick. I don't agree with the bunker review. That's nonsense. He was also falling backwards when he made the tackle. He wasn't upright. (15-14), and the Springboks already in a hole here. So they're going to kick from there. So this is going to give the Pumas some good field position. They kick it to the corner, and where's the mark going to be? Down a player now. The Springboks have got to bear down. Yeah, shoulders, not the neck. I agree. All right, here we go. It's just inside the 22, so that's the best they possibly could have got it from it. Julian Montoya at the 20-meter line, and the ball gets through. And here comes Marcos Kramer up the middle, but he's tackled there by Malcolm Marks. Sia Khaleesi with a tackle here. Did I ever do the lineup here? I wonder if I did. So Puma is trying to... Oh, Khaleesi gets up there quickly, but they come wide on the outside. Marcos Kramer down to 10 meters. And the Pumas look good on the front foot here. Driving forward is Pedro Rubio. And the Springboks have stolen it, but they nearly throw it away. They go outside, and there goes Ethan Hooker to Chesley Colby, who kicks it down the pitch. The ball is going to bounce past midfield, taking the pressure off. And Prisciante with the ball now for the Pumas. Tackle made by Thomas Dutoy. Oh, there's a croc roll as they threw Ron Norquilla to the ground. That wasn't caught. On the outside, Chocobatas gets it on the wing, and they're coming down the sideline. Colby, but the tackle's made by Ethan Hooker. The Pumas looking to score and strike here when they're up a player. Eben Etzebeth with a nice tackle in the middle of the field. Here they come. They got a winger outside. Piscitelli. They're coming inside of 22. They're working it down the sideline. There's Marcos Kramer tackled at the 5-meter line. Not held. And it's stripped. It's a knock-on. Should be the Springboks ball. No. I guess it went backwards. They said it went backwards. Looked to me like a knock-on. Norquilla with a tackle inside the 5-meter line. Pumas still driving. Here they come charging up there. Joel Sclavi tackled at the 5-meter line. Pumas in front of the post. They're going to go wide now. They go outside. There's no one on the wing. Colby can't get it. Going to be an easy try for the Pumas. Except, there it is. Easy try. Bautista Gelgi as Ethan Hooker can't bring him down. And we are in bad shape to start this game off, folks. Delgi gets the try. Bautista Delgi. Wow. And two players got there. Kobus Reinach and Hooker. Neither one could stop him. Very poor tackling. Colby overplayed it trying to make the steal, and he didn't get it. He had no chance to get that ball. It's too close. A sloppy play by the Springboks. New Zealand obviously thrilled about that result. That one went through. 7-0. Time is off. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, I agree. I agree there was a knock on. He said it was a knock backwards, but the TMO should have caught that. The announcers won't shut up. The shot clock is not working. But these announcers just shut up. We could hear this. All right, so. So he'll let them know about the 60 seconds because the shot clock at Twickenham is broken. Apparently things don't work in the UK anymore. All right, so Sasha Feinberg Ungumzulu will kick to the Pumas. Inside the 22, it bounces down there, picked up by the Pumas. They come charging up over the 22. Thomas Dutoy is there. Here's a kick from inside the 22 by the fly half. Caught back here by Damien Willemse. Willemse sends it over to the hands of Sasha Feinberg Ungumzulu. And he ties the dummy, runs through the middle, and gets up past midfield. Kobus Reinach to Rowan Nortkia. And here's a kick by Willemse to the wing. Ethan Hooker gives chase. And two Pumas run into each other, and then they knock it forward. Or backwards, actually. And Malcolm Marks has the ball. He drives forward. Springboks off their feet. Could have been called for a penalty there. Weren't. And then Willemse knocks it on. But the Pumas have the ball, and they're driving. Oxen Shea in there to try to get the ball. Going to come back for the first scrum of the game because it was lost by Damien Willemse. 7-0 Pumas. Charles says, I can't understand how a cricket umpire can see a small ball at 140 kilometers an hour. No problem, but a rugby ref can't see things that happen at 1 kilometer per hour. So, there we go. Not a good start to this game, folks. Ugly, sloppy. Now the Springboks have to score at least 4 tries to get a bonus point. Willemse knocks it on. I don't like him at 15. I prefer him at inside center. Crouch. Bind. Springboks need to dominate the scrum. Set. Ball's in the pipe. Springboks drive them backwards. They got it out of there. Springboks don't get the penalty call. Cheslin Colby comes out wide. He's tracking, and he chases it down. Cheslin Colby. Here come the Books. Willemse. Colby. David De Allende playing scrum half. Nortkia into Etzebeth. Etzebeth gets lifted up and twisted backwards. And a knock on. So they turn it over again. Mistake by the Springboks. One after the other here. Same sloppy stuff they did last week and all season long. Why can they not start the game well? Colby did a great job chasing it down, and he squandered a great scoring opportunity. So scrum to the Pumas again, who got away with a penalty a short while ago when they should have been penalized on the scrum for collapsing it. At the 26-meter line. It's been 87% territory and 78% possession for the Pumas for the first 8 minutes. The Springboks have had the ball less than 1 minute. And now they drive them back again. And they've got the ball. Springboks have it. No penalty called, though. And Ethan Hooker on the outs, other far side to the 22. He goes. Kobus Reinach back into the middle. Jasper Wiese back to the 22. Montoya laying in the way. Sasha does a dummy, cuts back the other way, cuts through. But there's nothing there. They're trying to rip him down. Kramer tries to steal the ball. So they're inside the 22. Reinach to Willemse, who slips up there. Back just inside the 22 again. Ruck is formed. Here's advantage for high tackle. So Kobus Reinach, beautiful pass to Eben Etzebeth. Right on the shoulder, though. It's a knock on again. High tackle. Will they go for the points or for the corner? Well, I think you just go for the corner at this point because you need a bonus point victory. You don't really need a bonus point. You just need a victory. Smart money's to take the points, though. So that card ought to end here shortly. 9 minutes, 14 seconds in. They're going to take the shot. It's a yellow card on Kane Moody. It's just a yellow card. The booth made the right decision. Yeah, the scrum is just destroying the Pumas. So here's Sasha Feinberg Umzul. Easy points from 21 meters straight on. And that will kill the yellow card too, I believe. Almost. And the flags go up, and it's 7-3.
high level of danger.
Yellow card means a yellow card. Here's a restart. All the way to the goal line. Knocked backwards by the... And then, wow, Damien De Allende had to kick it down the pitch. Got it to the 10-meter line. Saved himself. He dropped it. Went in the try zone. Guedes comes back almost to the 22. Tackled there by Sia Khaleesi. And a penalty for not releasing. Okay, this is better stuff. Finally, a penalty on the Pumas. Malcolm Marks doing the job of Bismarck Duplessis in there. Getting it done. Yeah, Malcolm Marks, great job again. Jackals that ball. Here's the kick, and I can't see it because they're not covering it. And he finds touch just outside the 22. Nice clearance kick there. So Malcolm Marks, a little trouble throwing it in last time. Let's get it together today, Malcolm. So 11:36 in the game. The yellow card is over now. Kane and Moody's back. Over the top. And they managed to hold on to it. Khaleesi playing scrum half now at the 22. Sends it over the middle to Peter Steph Dutoy. Drives forward a meter or two. And Etzebeth comes flying through there. Then it winds up in the hands of Cobus Reinach, who goes wide on the wing. Malcolm Marks, he overthrew him and it went into touch. Reinach with a terrible throw. And Argentina go quickly, but there's a tackle there by Moody. And another tackle here by the Springboks. Springboks, sloppy play again. Oh, Moody hasn't come back on the pitch even though the card has expired. Etzebeth nearly blocks it, but we got a whistle for offside. Now Moody can come in the game. So Etzebeth called for offside. Or is it Norkia? Yeah, Etzebeth was offside, yep. So the Pumas will get the ball. Not a very good kick. 47-meter line. Moody's back, 15 aside now. Crowd cheers and Moody goes back on the pitch. Up in the booth, not a happy, there's Jaco Piper. Jaco Piper up there. Not a happy Rossi Erasmus. Line out successful for the Pumas. Over to the middle of the pitch. Here they come. Kicked high into the air, down the middle. Marcos Kramer giving chase. Willemse goes up. He gets it. He's hit immediately. Willemse. And then Chesley Colby playing scrum half, picks it up and goes with it himself. Tackled. Picks up about 5 meters. Now Cobus Reinach is in there. And Malcolm Marks with a carry. Reinach. And the Pumas interfering with the breakdown. Willemse high into the air. It's going to be over midfield. Chase is on. Cruz Malia gets it. He's pulled down from behind by Kane Moody. David De Allende misses a tackle there. And then Norkia doesn't miss the tackle. Holds on. Gets him by the boot. The Pumas come to the near side. Going to try to get over midfield. They reach the midfield line. Tackle's made there. Going to go back towards the middle. Maiko Vivas tackled behind the midfield line. Pumas now trying to get something going. They've had all possession here. Peter Steph Dutoy with a tackle. Ethan Hooker, they go wide outside. Here come the Pumas. That's a forward pass. No call on the forward pass. Down inside the 22 of the Pumas. Should have been a forward pass. Down the sideline. There go the Pumas. 5 meters out. Ethan Hooker saved the day. And a penalty against the Springboks for being offside. How about the forward pass back there? How do they miss these things? That's unfair advantage when you can throw the ball forward. Scrum half gives it to Kramer, but he is met and hit hard. Oxenche takes him down. We're going to come back. No advantage here. So it was never onside for the Springboks, 5 meters out. So what are the Pumas going to do? Line out or tapping up? Probably a line out. Thank you. This is the 2023 Cup. The 2019 one sucked. That white spot down here, I hated that jersey. Ugly. This was much better. And, of course, it has 3 World Cups on it. So, not going very well for the Springboks here. Marcos Kramer getting a little bit of treatment out there. He played pretty dirty last week. Very disappointing performance by him, from my perspective. 15 minutes, 22 seconds in, and South Africa is in jeopardy of losing the Rugby Championship on the final game. Nothing good happening here for the Bucks. All kinds of Puma players getting treatment now. One of the front rowers there, Joel Sclavi, getting some spray on his knee. The Pumas look exhausted. They're sucking for air. So what are we going to do? They're going to tap and go? We're going to do a corner kick. Corner kick. Here we go. So the Pumas will go for the line out. Piscintelli puts it into touch. Geronimo Piscintelli. Argentina, let's go. Here's the line out. And it's knocked up in the air by Etzebeth, but he knocks it on. He couldn't hold on to it. Could have had the ball. So it's a knock-on advantage, plus the Pumas have the ball. There's Kramer down to 4 meters. The Springboks are offside there. Peter Steph-Toy with the tackle. And Sclavi goes forward. Oh, they lost it backwards. Tackle made by Ethan Hooker, and then Peter Steph-Toy is there as well. So they're back to about 15 meters now because the ball went backwards. They lost some space here. Vivas now with the carry. He's tackled by Etzebeth. Ball's available, but a penalty. Hand in the ruck against South Africa. Poor discipline again. So they'll probably kick the points right here, right in front of the posts. Somebody's hands were in there. Marks is called against. Goes off his feet. Easy penalty. So, Pumas can go up 10-3 here. The Springboks need Sam. He's right there. Sam Springbok is right there. Just behind me. Here comes the kick. 17-15 in the contest here, folks. Santiago Carreras to convert this to making a 10-3 lead. 17 minutes in. He got it. 10-3. 10-3. South Africa's got a lot of work to do here. Discipline's killing us. Here's the kick. High into the air. Inside the 22. So Kane Mooney nearly got there and caught it, but instead it's Santiago Carreras. Etzebeth and Oxenche in there on the tackle, trying to strip the ball. Ruck is formed inside their 22. Pumas now will try to clearance kick this. Benitez kicks it high into the air. It's going to go around the 10-meter line, taken there by Sasha Feinberg. Oh, Sasha down to the 22, still going. Sasha to the 18-meter line. Kobus Reinach to Etzebeth. Etzebeth drives. He's driven backwards. Lost about 3 meters there. Kobus Reinach to Sia Khaleesi. Khaleesi, nice carry. Thomas Dutoy over the 22. They go to Jasper Visa now. Visa picks up about 3 or 4 meters. Springboks now. Oh, they threw it away. Pumas have the ball. Oh, my goodness. Crowd cheering Balka, but they gave the ball away. Priscantelli doesn't get a very good kick to the 10-meter line. It's bouncing. Colby has to pick it up. Chesley Colby kicks it forward inside the 22. The chase is on. Who's going to get there? Goes into touch. And what's Chesley Colby pointing to? Not sure. Ref and TMO's on the Pumas side is expected, says JM. So, what do we got going on here? Should be a line out to the Pumas unless I missed something. Oh, it went off of the Pumas' leg. That's what he's arguing. Should be Springboks ball, but I don't think it is. Went off the knee. But it will be a Pumas ball. 6-meter line out. Montoya. Now Etzebeth needs to steal one. Petty. Oh! Cobus Reinach nearly steals it. Oh, man. He nearly stole that. Just a knock on. Yeah, it was not a deliberate knock on. He tried to catch that. Let's see it. Oh, yeah. He put his arms up, both hands. Yeah, he nearly stole that. Let's see it from a different angle. Oh, he just missed it. That would have been a try. Oh, he nearly had it. So close. Yeah, he's like this close. Crowd is cheering for the scrum because Springboks are down at 5 meters. Can they win a scrum here?
Big moment.
Partisan Springbok crowd at Twickenham. Crouch. Bind. Need a scrum win here. Set. Springboks. And they drive him backwards again, but the Pumas get away from there. Should have been a penalty. Pumas now at the 5-meter line. They drive forward. Turf is being torn up here. Ripping up the turf. Call to use it. Norkia, Peter Steph DeToy says it's out. It's not in the scrum anymore, but he doesn't want a penalty, so he holds back. And Etzebeth nearly runs down. The kicker has to run around him. They kick it back out to about midfield. Willemse from the 46-meter line. Lots of space, but he's got to pick up the pace as they catch him. There goes David Willemse out of the loose. Down to the 22. He needs help. Tackled outside the 22. Where are the support runners? Man, there are no support runners tonight. Where's the ball? Cobus Reinach. That's kicked high in the air. Too far back around the try line. And they're going to take the mark. Yeah, that was a bad decision there. Tap and go. There go the Pumas. And offside of the Springboks haven't retreated. Kane and Moody made the tackle. So, yeah, could have got himself another card. So the penalty is going to move the ball down the pitch. Looks like a pretty good mark. Springboks nearly scored, and they got nothing. Got fleet of feet. Damon Willemse, Ethan Hooker, and Sasha Fanga Ungumzulo. Very fast players. Moody's pretty fast too. Line out for the Boca. Off the turf, and then Cobus Reinach hit as he released it. Karina Moody to Jasper Visa. He's buried short of midfield. Ball is available. Cobus Reinach to Malcolm Marks. He drives forward. Eben Etzebeth off of his feet. Reinach to Damien De Allende to Sasha. Sasha finds a gap. He runs right through the middle. Sasha Feinberg goes to Chester Colby. He overthrew it again. What the hell? That's twice they've thrown it into touch. Oh my goodness. Terrible toss. Colby streaking down the sideline, and he threw it over his head. Sasha picked up a lot of space, and then he launched it over Chestnut. Shortest guy in the pitch, and he throws it 12 meters in the air. Sasha, once again, picking up a lot of space there, but terrible pass. The attacking rugby of the Springboks is not quite firing on all cylinders. We got something here, a whistle. "24 minutes in, and South Africa's yet to score a try." They shut themselves down. Not been shut down by the Pumas. Line-out success for the Pumas. Marcos Kramer. Oh, he's hit hard by Malcolm Marks and Peter Steph Dutoy. Tackled. Ruckus formed. Thomas Dutoy trying to cause a little trouble at the breakdown there. So Benitez now will dig it out the scrum half. And Eben Etzebeth goes offside again. He retreats. Colby goes up in the air, but the Pumas come away with it. Fantastic work there by Wankuz Malia. They go up the middle. Oh, nice tackle by Kane and Moody there. Ball's kicked forward. Who's going to get it? Somebody better get there. And the Pumas get there because the Springboks stand around. And they got a chase. Del Guy inside the 22, taken down by Willemse. And there's a tackle, but the ball's held on to by the Pumas. Springboks looking terrible here, folks. Sloppy defense inside the 22. Here they come. Pumas still driving. It's stolen. Kane and Moody has it, but there's a whistle. Play stops. This is really getting to be old, this nonsense of not being able to perform. Yeah, Kane and Mooney's been a net negative for this game so far. Yellow card, missed tackles. So there's a knock-on by the Pumas. Will it be the Springboks ball? I don't know. No, it's a penalty against the Springboks, so it's going to be easy 3 points for Argentina. They're going to be up by 10 points here in just a moment. Wow. 162 meters made by Argentina, just 78 by the Springboks. And most of that by 2 players. 22 seconds on the shot clock. 26 minutes off the clock. Carreras, and it's 13-3. Wow. Wow. All Blacks fans got to be happy about this one. Yep. Here's the restart. It's going to be close to the touchline. Nope. Tackle on Del Guy over there. Ball's kicked down the pitch. It's going to find touch. Pisciantelli with a great clearance there for the Pumas. 27-22 in the contest. Yes, they do need to up the game. Andre Mostard, I agree 100%. Geronimo Pisciantelli playing pretty well. It's his first test start today. South Africa has made 58 tackles. Argentina just 18. Malcolm Marks throws it in. Not challenged. Etzebeth has it. Kobus Reinach. Now we need to get busy here. And what do? We kick it away. High into the air. It's going to get down around the 22. And they take the mark. Another bad decision by Sasha. So Pisciantelli kicks the ball down the pitch. And Chesson Colby's not back there. Better get back there and get that. Finally gets it inside the 22. Willemse now kicking it from inside the 22. Launches that ball into touch. And the fan catches it on the sideline. So, Pumas will get the ball back at about the 45-meter line. Line out successful for the Pumas. Chacobaras with his first carry. Oh, nearly intercepted by Kane and Moody, but knocked on. Or is it? No, Malcolm Marks is still going. Moody on the outside. They're going to call it back. He could be out with a red card here if they call that intentional knock-on. I don't know why the play was allowed to continue. It was pretty obvious it was a knock-on. Knock-on. He didn't see it. TMO had to tell him. Piardi says it's just a knock-on. So Kane and Moody escapes that red card second time. So another unforced error on the Springboks. Oh. Yeah, that looks... Well, no, he could have caught that, but... Huh. Might take Kane and Moody out before he gets a red card. Hurts us. 30 minutes in. Springboks down by 10 points. Big scrum here. Pumas up the middle. Justo Picardo. Oh, it's intercepted by Cheswick Colby. He holds on to it. What a great job. He bounced the ball around his hands. Etzebeth now. Let's go Boca now. Quit dorking around here. Sasha goes wide. He's got down the sideline. Damien De Allende still going. Down to the 22. Ball's available. Kobus Reinach into Malcolm Marks' hands. He's back to the 22. And Jasper Visa tackled immediately. Oxenche. Sasha. Damien Willemse. He's got Kane and Moody cuts through the middle. And then he throws the ball away. And Cheswick Colby tackles from behind. And a penalty for not releasing the ball. So Springboks now. Kick to the corner. No, Sasha tries a quick run and go. Oh, a little fight going on down here. Sasha, get control of your emotions. Pisciantelli, and Sasha pushes him in the throat. That's a very poor discipline by Sasha Feinberg-Ngumzulu. Needs to behave himself. We don't need that. All right, guys, we're going to turn off the chat for a little while here. No more chat because the hate wanker's back. Sorry about that. But this scumbag fuckwad is really ruining the game for everybody. So we're going to turn off the chat for now. Sorry about that, folks. So they kick to the corner to the Springboks. Now they need that maul to get them a try before halftime. Get back in this game. They've played very poorly throughout this first half. Malcolm Marks throws it out, and Norkia has it. They're into a maul, driving forward. There goes the maul. Crowd cheering them on, still going forward, but not very fast. Kobus Reinach sends it over the middle. That's a forward pass. Reinach. Feinberg-Ngumzulu. He's got Cheswick Colby. Cuts back. The other way, Cheswick Colby down to 5 meters. Nearly intercepted by the Pumas. And Damien Willemse now dancing back towards the middle. And he's tackled. So there's the advantage for high tackle. Springboks now. Jasper Visa bounces off the first tackler. Still going. Springboks have the ball. 12 meters out. Kobus Reinach comes back this way. Sasha does the dummy, cuts the other way, fools them all. Gets down to 5 meters. Kobus looking for somebody to throw it to. He kicks it to the wing. It's going to be too much. They were playing advantage. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's funny they can see it, but not the forward pass to let try. I agree 100%. The Springboks look like they're going to tap and go. Or are they doing a scrum? They're going for a scrum. They call scrum. So what are we doing? What's with the clock? It says 879 now. We're going to stay here. Approaching halftime here, folks. The clock is all screwed up now. I have no idea which time. It was over 30 minutes a few moments ago. So Springboks, I think, are hoping for a penalty try here, or just driving in. The scrum has been dominating. Now the crowd's cheering, Boca, Boca. Crouch. Crouch. Bind. Early engagement by Argentina.
Okay, that's fine. It's a reset. If you do a free kick on purpose, it will be a penalty. We go. That's why it's a reset, guys. Let's go.
Yep, so Piardi's warned them for trying to do the early engagement for the free kick. It will be a penalty try next time they do it. They got a freebie. Partisan Springbok crowd at Twickenham disappointed in this performance. I've lost the scoreboard. I lost the time. The television network sucks. Crouch. Bind. Set. Springboks go to ground. They get back on their feet. They driving forward. Oh, Pumas have a big push now. And now there's a penalty advantage. Springboks are playing penalty advantage now. Wheeling the scrum. Argentina give away another penalty here in the scrum. It might wind up getting a penalty try. So here we go. Going to set it again. One more great game coming up after this, folks. Bulls versus Leinster at Loftus Versfeld. Excuse me. Can you imagine Leinster starting the season 0-2? I don't think their fans can. Back in Dublin. Another scrum. 35 minutes into the contest here. Springboks desperately need to score a try here. Crouch. Bind. Here we go. Set. Oh, nothing happening here. Going to have to dig it out. Now the Springboks get a big push. There's a penalty. It's not a penalty try because he just kept going. David Lende down to 1 meter. Khaleesi. Kobus Reinach. Jasper Wiese. Reinach to Nordkia. Thomas Dutoy. Playing an advantage here. Coming back, Peter Steph Dutoy. He gets the ball back to Malcolm Marks, who goes nowhere. The Springboks lose about 2 meters here. Wiese. Jasper Wiese goes forward. Peter Steph Dutoy looking for space, spins, tackled. David Lende picks it up and goes again. Kobus Reinach. Peter Steph Dutoy. Another advantage. Khaleesi. Khaleesi spins. Oh, almost broke away. Peter Steph Dutoy to 1 meter. Reinach goes wide. He's got Damien Willemse. Still not in. Nordkia. He's over. Nordkia has it. Oh, held up. Ooh, I thought he called a try. Held up. We're going to come back for the advantage. Nordkia's held up. 36-47. Down to 3 minutes in the first half. Wow. 35 minutes. Oh, he isn't held up. Let's see that. Oh, yeah, the leg is on it. No, he didn't get it down. Oh, my goodness. 2 minutes, 47 seconds remain in the first half. We're going to have another scrum in that same spot. Going to tear that turf up. Finally, the ball's going to find its way back on the pitch. Going to start the scrum again. Springboks have got to get a converted try here. This is terrible. Really need to get their act together. Crouch. Behind. Set. They're driving the Pumas back again. Reinach is in. Cobus Reinach. There we go, finally. Cobus Reinach with the try. Thank you, Debbie Fox, for the super chat. 140. Reinach gets in there. All right. It's his 16th try for Springboks. He had a hat trick twice in the World Cup. Cobus Reinach. Kick is good. $13-10 now. All right. A little bit better. Took a long time to get that try, though. Thank you, Debbie, for the super chat. Appreciate it. 39 minutes now. Here's the restart. Sun is out, and Sasha kicks that ball back down the pitch. That's going to go all the way to about 26 meters. Where are they going to take the mark at? Yeah, I think he's just going to take the mark. Ten seconds left in the first half. And the Pumas get it into play. Marcos Crema. He's tackled by Dutoy. Call to use it. I think they're just going to kick it into touch. Yep. There they go. If the game ends like this and the All Blacks win it all. Halftime. 13-10. 13-10 halftime. So disappointing first half, to say the least. So we'll get the stats here at halftime, hopefully in a little bit. In the meantime, Cobus Reinach gets us back in the game late in the first half. 13-10 is the score. Right. Okay, let's put that on mute. Halftime here. Get the halftime marker up. Yeah, let's hope for a better second half. All right, folks, if you want to grab something to drink or go to the loo or something like that, now's the time to do it. All right, and enjoy this Springbok glory. All the Springboks do is win, win, win. Well, they need to get busy today with a win. Here we go.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Country like a chain, from the whistles blow to the final play. They prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue.
All right, I put a poll up, folks, a halftime poll. Argentina, are they playing well, or are the Springboks just making stupid mistakes? Here's your chance to weigh in. Give us your commentary. 225 people currently here. Thanks for that, folks. Be sure to hit the like button. Only 2,900 views in the first half. That's a little disappointing. I was really hoping, fingers crossed, we could get to 10,000 subscribers today. We had some good gains yesterday. And now let's see where we're at. We're at 9,944. We are 66 subscribers away from that magic 10,000 point. Yesterday, let's see, live count. Yesterday, we were at 9,898. We got to 9,924. And from 24 to 40, we got just 20 today. So, but yeah, from yesterday, from Friday, so we're getting close, but we're still not there. It's like milking cows here, man, or milking goats. Really hard to do. It's very frustrating. So hopefully we can get some more subscribers here and push this up. This says we had 3,000 from 9 to 10. Okay, but that's not what's showing up for views. Doesn't even say 3,000 on here. So that's odd how it says we have 3,000 views. Maybe people are watching other videos. But is it the Pumas playing well, or are the Springboks playing poorly? That Kane and Moody's really taking some chances out there. He doesn't need a red card. So played netball. I remember having oranges at halftime. Really? Okay. Paul de Klerk says, you're an American, but you're the best ambassador for our country. Absolutely love the Boca and so much for South Africa. Greatly appreciate it. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, Sandra, they better pull their socks up because they are not looking good at all. Not looking good at all. It's not impressive what the Springboks have done in the first half. They're fortunate to be in this game. Very fortunate. Yeah, so big mistakes. The 2030, it's the 2031 World Cup in Denver. I guess they're going to play in Denver. I know they're going to play in Salt Lake because I was just there and I saw World Rugby employees wearing their World Rugby t-shirts and told me that they were scouting already. They were at the Hilton. They came down from the 18th floor. I was in the 17th floor, and I climbed in the elevator and I saw the World Rugby. I had a France t-shirt on from the World Cup in 2023. They recognized it. Yep. Pokastastis itinerum. I have no idea what that means, but thank you for saying that. I'm an honorary South African. Okay. Kicking's not working. Yeah, the kicking is atrocious. Sasha Feinberg-Gumzula, as good as he was last week, he's been that bad this week. I know he's had a couple of big runs, but his kicks have been terrible, and that's killed us badly. But Kobus Reinek, Johnny on the spot, picks that thing up from the back of that scrum and scores. The scrum is working very well. They need to start leveraging the scrum. They're not really getting much from all those scrum penalties. I'm surprised that the Pumas didn't get a penalty try called against the way things were going down there. Basage with 37 points last week, just 2 today. Big difference. I see that the upper level, half of it, those tickets weren't even sold at Twickenham. You see it's all green on one side. Halftime stats, here we go. Finally got the halftime stats coming up. So possession is evened out now. It was all Pumas in the first 20 minutes or so. So hang on a second here. There we go. All right, so territory is now 56% in favor of the Springboks. Carries 74 for Pumas, 45 for the Springboks. Meters, 209 to 167. That's closed the line a little bit there. Gain line success, 28 for the Pumas, 19 for the Springboks. Inside the 22, twice for the Pumas. They come away with points both times. And the Springboks once, they come in with a try. They've only been inside the 22 one time. 6 penalties for the Pumas, 5 for the Springboks. So the Springboks have really got to clean up their game here in the second half. There's a talking to going on in the locker room right now. Yep, are we hearing this? Let me see. No, you can't hear what's being said. Rossi's sitting down, and he's not happy. He is not happy. Pumas, rather calm, getting a conversation in their locker room. Only some of the players are gathered around, not all of them. But all the Springboks are listening to Rossi, who's probably ripping their tails. Giving me anxiety, and I'm on vacation. Where are you on vacation at, man? Okay. Boca will come back with magic now. Well, they better. It's a huge partisan Springbok crowd with all the South Africans who fled South Africa living in the UK. What's this mother and daughter dancing up there? Kind of weird. From this broadcast, folks, will be redirected to my next stream, which is in an hour and a half. I'll be talking about the New York Times article meant to frighten refugees around the world, and South Africans in particular. Hey, she's got the little book on the key. I've got one of those. I haven't found them in years. I used to carry that around all the time, a little book on a keychain on my rucksack. The fans are into it up in the crowd. They're having a good time because they're drinking beer. That's why. There's a game day scarf. South Africa and Argentina. That guy got one. Big thing in the UK, the game day scarves, man. I got some of them for the Women's Rugby World Cup and every World Cup I go to in the UK. Even had some in Japan and a few other places, but I wish they did that everywhere for the test matches. Rob says, Sasha's the same as Monty. They play one game okay, but they can't produce again. That's the problem with bring Pollard, please, says Rob, okay? English school teacher in Korea, but it's Korean Thanksgiving. That's not the way it should be. I should be relaxing. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. You're teaching English in Korea. That's fascinating. Yes, my beard is looking better than the way the Springboks are playing. I'll agree with that. I will agree with that. Folks, it's going to ruin my weekend if this thing doesn't start improving here shortly. Lady waving the South African flag backwards in the stands. I don't think she realizes that. Another person waving it backwards. The fans are raucous here. A lot in the crowd. I wonder, it's probably at least 50,000, maybe 60,000 people shot. I don't know what the total number of seats is in that top level. Maybe 48, 50,000. Maybe that's the number. They're out there fixing the turf right now on the pitch. This has been the scene of many a good rugby match and Sevens tournament. Unfortunately, Sevens tournament's not being held there anymore. That sucks. It'd be nice if they held at the Olympic Stadium, east side of London. Well, that's kind of out of the way, though, to be honest. Or just do it at Wembley. Wembley would be fantastic for a Sevens tournament. Yep. Apokatastas says, hey. Hey to you, man. What's up? I was talking to you. Did you step away? All right, 238 people here, just 105 likes. What's up with that, man? You know, if you push the like button, it drives viewers to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. I'd really appreciate that. Would be nice. All right, so not a good first half. Pumas have got to be happy with the way things went, but you know they could have scored more points. Maybe they're not so thrilled with that. It's not showing me any. Not showing me. Sorry, I'm just looking at something over here on the videos. Willem Petzer made a video about Amy Beale. Yeah, she was slaughtered. Yep. Culture shocks in America is a South African. Who are these people? Lainey Johnson. Never heard of her. They're promoting her channel to me. How big is her channel? She has 1,000 subscribers and 40,000 views. What the hell? YouTube. The way they promote videos. Unbelievable. 1,000 subscribers and a 45,000 view video. That's crazy. I have 200. Forever Sports has 1,900 for their boring broadcast. Interesting. Let's see if they've improved. $1,900 watching, not 3,000. They're lying. Okay. All right, so 245 currently here. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Look, this is not the end. The Springboks have more matches. They have test matches coming up on the Northern Hemisphere Tour starting in November. They've got Italy, France, Ireland. Who else they got? Where's that list at? It's not there. I had it here somewhere. Now I can't find it. It's gone. Anyway. Yeah, but Ireland and France will be the tough matches for them. 5 test matches coming up later on. Halftime, 13-10. The Pumas out in front, and the South Africans just making one unforced error after another. Something has to change. Let's see what we've got on the bench here in the second half. Bongi Mbonambi is back. We've got Arge Snyman, Quagga Smith, Grant Williams, and Jesse Creel. All playmakers right there. Those players could really change this game. Jesse Creel especially, if he has a good game. Grant Williams. Here they come out of the locker room finally, South Africans. Ethan Hooker, followed by Kobus Reinach, and here comes the rest of the team now. Malcolm Marks, Jasper Wiese, Peter Steph Dutoya, Ben Etzebeth, Cheslin Colby, Willemse, and Moody. And they're coming back on the pitch for the second half. So, let's see what happens next. Turn off the halftime marker. 13-10. Second half action upcoming. Bucks are on the pitch. Puma's not out there yet. Sasha, after his otherworldly performance last week, is rather pedestrian this week. He's had a couple good carries, but made some big mistakes. Sasha and Messi. What's that all about? 2 number 10s. Excuse me, my nose is itching here. You're right. The players must be pretty strong to lift Eben Etzebeth off the ground, which they did earlier. Let's see what happens. Here we go. They switch sides now. Pumas from my left. Springboks from my right. Second half action here. Here we go. We're ready. Has to be a big payday for both these clubs with the prices they charge Twickenham. Here's the kick. High into the air. In front of the 22. Springboks get there. Do they have it? They knocked it on. knock on by Pumas first, so the Springboks are going to get it. And they actually, if they win a scrum penalty here, can kick 3 points and tie the game up, which is what they need to do. Maryland Brokenshaw. What's going on, Maryland? So, this is how we need to start second half. Scrum to the Springboks. Here we go. 40 minutes, 41 seconds into the game. Alrighty. Colbus Reinach to put the ball into the pipe. Andrea Piardi, very good official from Italy. Crouch. Bind. And we got some jostling going on here. They're going to reset it. Break foot. Both of them being warned about the break foot. And the reset for the scrum. Minute 21 now burned off the clock. Bind. Set. Reinach puts it in the pipe. And that is a penalty right there. Pumas give up a penalty right in front of the post. Visa outside of Willemse. Willemse drives forward. Visa overthrew it. And that ball gets picked up by Willemse. No, it's Moody. Colbus Reinach there. He finds Oxenche, who finds Willemse, who finds Khaleesi on the outside. Ethan Hooker gets over to form the ruck. Colbus Reinach back to the middle to Nordkia. Nordkia still playing an advantage. Reinach to Etzebeth. Etzebeth battering ram through them. They're going to come back. Must have lost it. So, come back for the advantage. They get the right mark. It was right in the middle of the pitch. Collapsing in the scrum. So they can tie it up with a kick here. And Etzebeth is down. Not sure what happened to him. No, he's getting up now. $138th test match. He's not happy about something. Evan Etzebeth is not happy. They're going to TMO for what?
Who is upright in the tackle.
Yeah, that's why he's upset. Foul play. It's going to be a card.
Argentina 1.
Vivas. Yeah, on no doubt on Etzebeth. That's what he's upset about.
Michael Vivas, the player they're looking at here.
Let's see. Let's see what happens here.
The angles are coming now, mate.
Here it comes. Etzebeth. No, that's Norkia. That's good.
Don't have any replays on the screen.
Oh, they can't see the screen. We can on TV. Ooh, that's... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he led with his shoulder right into Etzebeth's nose. That's a red card. That's a red card. That was intentional. No wonder Etzebeth was down for a moment. He got hit right in the nose. Lucky he didn't break his nose. Shoulder into it. It looks not as bad the other direction, but you see it from behind. It's clear it's intentional. Here it is. He leans in with his shoulder. That's a red card. It's going to the bunker. They're going to give him a yellow, but that should become a red.
Agree, Andrea.
Okay, camera back to me.
Andrea Piardi now will give a yellow card. Should be a red. 42-40.
Camera back to me, Tempo, when you're ready.
Wow. That's crazy.
Coming back to you now, mate.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have an upright tackle by number 1. Yes, yeah, I consider it, but I think he's wrapping the ball. So he meets the yellow card threshold and goes over review.
Wow.
Yellow card for Michael Vivas to start this second
Try to go
half.
for a ball, not always illegal.
He never went for the ball. I disagree with that. That should be a red card. That was intentional. He led with his shoulder, never went for the ball. Andrea Piardi's blind as a bat. There's no way he went for the ball. Look at it. He goes right into his shoulder. Yeah, that's not going for the ball. Goes for the ball after he hits him in the face. Yeah, that should have been a red card. So down to one player now. Now it's time for the Springboks to pour it on. Now the commentators are trying to dismiss it. Line out good to Norkia. They're into them all. Here come the Boca. Boca. 10 meters, 8 meters, 7 meters, 6 meters. Come on. Now it slows down. Marks, 5 meters. They're still going. Marks breaks free. Malcolm Marks. He's in. It's a try. Boca. Malcolm Marks in the corner. We do need to go to the TMO to make sure his arm didn't hit the touch line. Woo, his 46th test try. I think they're going to go to TMO to see if his arm was in touch. Malcolm Marks spins around and gets it. Going to be a tough conversion, though. Can't see it from there. Okay, here we go. It's good. It's good. Marks gets it. It's good. Here's the kick, and he misses. Kick is missed. Malcolm Marks. All right, there we go. Springboks lead now 15-13. Springboks managed to get it. Damon Delende outside the 22. Reinach trying to dig it out. Kicked over the top by Kobus Reinach high into the air. Not going to make the 10-meter line. And Argentina jumps too soon. It bounces into touch. It'll be a Pumas line out. Tries are gathering. Super chats aren't gathering, but the tries might be. Georgian official on the sideline marking the spot. Julian Montoya comes over. From the 41-meter line, or 39-meter line, excuse me. Line out is tipped up in the air. And the Pumas, do they have it or the Springboks have it? Advantage by the Springboks. Knock on from Argentina. If I'm wrong, I'll be corrected. He says Argentina knocked it on. Yep, and the side judge agrees. Yep, it's knocked on by Argentina, then knocked on by the Springboks. Yep, it's a scrum to the Springboks. Side judge and PRD are both correct on the replay. It's pretty obvious. So right now, South Africa would win if it ends this way. A point differential. What's going on? It's substitution. So with the yellow card, they got to make changes here, and Boris Venga comes on to be in the scrum. He comes in. I don't know who went off. Wenger comes on for the Pumas. They're going to move it in for the scrum. Trust the process, he's telling Julian Montoya. There's always someone checking. But it was good. It was knocked on by the Pumas, obviously, then the Springboks. Scrum to the Springboks here. 46-31 in the second half. Jasper Visa at the back of that scrum. Santiago Grondona at the back of his scrum. Crouch. Bind. Oh, the Pumas got the ball back. And that's not right. They knocked it on. And South Africans driving backwards, but they get the ball out of there. Pumas have the ball at the 10-meter line. Ball rolls backwards. Picked up by the Pumas. Driving forward. Khaleesi with a big tackle. The Pumas break through the middle. Oh! Down to the 22. Willemse has to stop him. Pumas now on the front foot. Chacobatas with a carry. He's tackled. 14 players. They're down a player, and they are driving inside the South African 22. Over to the middle, into the hands of Boris Wenger. Just came in for that scrum. Now there's a carry by Pedro Rubiolo. Oh, Marcos Crema picks up 3 or 4 meters up the middle. Malcolm Marks wins a penalty. Not releasing. Could have got the South Africans for not rolling away. Jasper Wiese and Eben Etzebeth were lying on the ground there. Could have gone against the Springboks, but they win the penalty. That'll slow down the bleeding for a moment. 47-39 in the second half here, folks. I don't know, Charles. I don't know how Pumas got the ball. When I saw the replay, it was clearly the Pumas lost the ball forward, and then the Springboks lost it forward. So I don't know how they got that ball. And by the same token, this could have easily gone against the Springboks for Etzebeth and Wiese not rolling away. Peter Steph DeToy got a handout to make that tackle a few moments ago. And what do we got going on there? Conrad gave a super chat. Super chats are gathering. 35 Rand. Thank you for the super chat, Conrad. Thank you. There's a super chat. So Marks jackal the ball again. So the Springboks. So now blood bin for Eben Etzebeth. He's bleeding from the cheek. Blood bin for Etzebeth. From the mouth and the cheek. He's got a black eye. So who came in for him? Schneemann, most likely. And the crowd is cheering for Eben Etzebeth as he comes off the pitch.
Pretty obvious.
Big cheer for Eben Etzebeth, and Arge Schneemann comes in for him. Two substitutions for who? 6 and 8 for the Pumas. Gonzalez comes in. Oviedo. The yellow card remains a yellow card. I disagree. That was an intentional shoulder. So Sasha will kick for territory after the penalty. Not much on that one. That's a terrible kick. So they're going to come all the way back to the 27-meter line. So not much territory gain there by Sasha. Not a good day at the office for Sasha. Maybe it's time for Monty to come in. Yellow card was not upgraded to red. What's going on? Am I not live? Line out for the Springboks. They have it. Driving forward. Call to use it. Clovis Rana kicks it over the top. Cheslin Colby goes up, but Prisciantelli gets the ball. Cheslin's being beat on the high ball today. He doesn't usually get beat like that. Ball's picked up by Sasha. Oh, there's a high tackle there. No call. Sasha, because he was falling. Arge Schneemann tackled Springboks with the ball, and I can't get back into my studio. I presume I'm still live because I can't get into my new studio. Or back into my studio, excuse me. It's not working properly. YouTube is not playing nice. Oh, that one's Jasper Wiese steals it. Oh, I'm going to say it's a knock forward. Shame. So play stops. So Vivas will be back. It says a yellow card. I disagree with that call. Okay, I'm still live even though I can't see my studio. So, front row comes off. Dutoy, Marks, and Che. Sabongi, Jan-Hendrik Vessels, and Vilkolo all come on. Oh no, Malcolm Marks is not coming out. Moody's replaced. Jesse Creel, that's a good change. Creel comes in for Kane Moody, who's done nothing in this game except cause trouble. All right. Vilkolo and Jan-Hendrik Vessels are in now. They've been dominating at scrum time. Now let's see what happens with two new players in there. Bind. Set. And they win a penalty. The Springboks win a penalty with the new front row out there. Well done. Well done. Boca, Boca, Boca. Big scrum. They've been killing the Pumas with their scrums. Winning 15-13 here. Guys, we need to get a bonus point. We want to win by a bonus point here. We got 30 minutes left. They're up a player still. A few more minutes. That finds touch. Let's see where the mark is. 9 meters out. 10 meters. All right. Got a line out. 10 meters out. Just blew Argentina back. Wow, that scrum is amazing. So here we go, folks. About 8 meters. Line out. My mark's good to go. Norkia comes down with her into them all. But the Pumas' first response is good. Now they drive forward. Here they go. Be careful. That's a touchline. Marks cuts back inside. And he's folded back under at the 5-meter line. Jesse Creel looking for the ball. Arge Stamen's there. And Damon De Allende looking for the ball. De Allende to Peter Steff. They've got an advantage down to the 5-meter line. Springboks playing an advantage here. Here they come. Cobus Reinach to Sia Khaleesi. Khaleesi back to 5 meters. Hands in the ruck. No call. Nordkia drives for it. Back to 5 meters. Peter Steff Dutoy inside the 5-meter line. Cobus Reinach. De Allende down to 1 meter. Ball's available. Jasper Wiese stops short. Less than a meter. Come on, Boca. Arge Stamen. He's short. He gets it back to Cobus Reinach, who gets it. Boca, Boca, Boca. Cobus Reinach. There we go, baby. Cobus Reinach with a brace of tries. There you go. Just kept coming and coming and coming. Okay, Stamen's laying on the ground. He does this and throws it back to Reinach, who gets the try and cuts back inside. Cobus Reinach. We need one more try now, folks, for that bonus point. Brilliant work by Cobus Reinach. Yeah, he's chuffed. He's chuffed, folks. Well done by Cobus Reinach. So 52 minutes is when that one came. Sasha with the kick conversion. He got that one. 22. All right, we need another try now. We got 27 minutes left. Cobus Reinach having a great game. I've watched him twice get hat tricks in World Cup action. So 9-point lead now. That was an important conversion. Just inside the post. 53-18. 3 tries to South Africa now. Just 1 to Argentina. We got to get one more and keep them from scoring again. Here we go, folks. Inside the 22. Taken by De Allende. De Allende gets up to the 22. Jan-Hendrik Wessels is in there now. I see him. So it looks like Malcolm Marks came out after that. Cobus kicks it over the top. High to about, and Arge Stamen knocks it on. Pumas get it. They're playing a knock. Oh, there's a high tackle by Arge Stamen, but the player was going to the ground, so no call. They come to the near side. Ethan Hooker back to the inside. And Jesse Creel with a big tackle there off of Santiago Carreras. Back to the middle. Here comes the Pumas. And Jasper Wiese trying to strip the ball. Ball's available. Midfield. Here they come. Oh, Cheslin Colby misses a tackle. How often does that happen? Not very often. That's 2 tackles he missed today. Marcos Crema gets tackled by Arge Stamen. Oh, who's got the tackle there? Jesse Creel with another big tackle. And we got stoppage here because of injured player. Really, he says he's really sorry. He's right. Andre Piardi tells the scrum half, I'm really sorry. But he had to stop for his player is injured. Yep. It's his own player, too. He's in the middle of the pitch. Puma was on the Pumas were on the front foot there, and they got to stop. One of the props, tight head prop. He's coming off. It looks like he's got a cramp. It's the Sclavi. He can't bend his leg. So Sclavi's coming off. Yes, we should treat them like the threat they are. The Pumas are a threat. So somebody's coming on for Sclavi. Franco Melita comes in for Guido Petty. And Sclavi goes off for 18-year-old Francisco Correa Marchetti. This is Thomas Rapetti. I'm sorry, that's Thomas Rapetti. Marchetti was the one out there. So they got the wrong players listed here. It's not Marchetti. Marchetti was in the game. Sclavi wasn't out there. So Rapetti is in the game now. Here we go for a scrum. A Puma scrum, which is too bad for them because they're getting blown up in the scrum, and their own player was injured. 54 minutes, 32 seconds. Clock is stopped. 3 tries to South Africa, 1 to Argentina, who were leading 13-3 at one point. 19 unanswered points by the Springboks. Going to need more. Khaleesi's still out there. And they drive him backwards, but he gives them a break because... And Pumas go outwards as Wim Phillips cuts the wrong direction. Ethan Hooker has to make a tackle. He does. Pumas now driving. Oh, nice carry there. And there's Rapetti with his first carry. Crema nearly breaks through. Arge Stamen missed the tackle, but he's taken down by Vukolo. They go wide on the outside. That's a forward pass. Yep, they caught it. Yep, clearly a forward pass. Oh, a little pushing and shoving going on. Cobus Reinach gets involved here. Piardi says, let's go, guys. Come on. Scrum the South Africa. We need another try here, folks. We want a clean victory. Oh, big hit by Malcolm Marks. So Marks is still out there. I don't get that. So Bongi hasn't come in the game. Marks is still out there. My bad. 55 minutes off the clock. It's a scrum to the Springboks. You know they're going to win this scrum. They're just destroying the Pumas here. Boy, if they dominate everybody in scrums like this every week, the game would be so much easier. Crouch. Bind. Set. Cobus Reinach puts it in the pipe. This one isn't going very far. Now they drive forward, and they get a penalty. Reinach kicked over the top by De Allende, and Jesse Creel has it. Creel gets it in the hands of Sasha. He comes wide to Ethan Hooker. Hooker cuts back inside to the 22. He's down there. Jesse Creel. Cobus Reinach gets it to De Allende inside the 22. Cobus Reinach goes back to the middle. Jasper Visa driving forward, pushing off players. Cobus Reinach, now another advantage. Jan-Hendrik Vessels gets it to Sasha Feinberg, Ugwazulu. And Marcos Kramer attacks him around neck. That's another advantage. Vessels drives forward. Sia Khaleesi now. Sia Khaleesi driving. Vessels to Arge Sneeman. Oh, he throws it behind Sasha, who throws it to Ethan Hooker. Somehow he got that. And Ethan Hooker's tackled around the neck. Oh, my goodness. We got a timeout here. We might be getting a card here. Certainly going to have a conversation.
Time off.
And what just happened there? Did I get somebody a super chat? I missed it.
Offload, just pass behind the back all the way outside to the wing, but it's double penalties.
Shut up!
For high tackles.
So warning.
In there from Mr. Piardi
We don't need to
Captain
hear from the
Montage.
official or from the commentator. We need to hear the official. Jesse Creel made a big impact since he came in the game. Time is off. But they ought to be TMO. Look at this one here. Oh, yeah, they wrap him around the neck. Yeah, that should be a card. Like I said, Ethan Hooker was tackled around the neck. And here's another one. Oh, Sasha gets hit in the face by Marcos Kramer. That should be a card on him. Oh, it's not head contact. It's chest. Oh, we ought to get some yellow cards coming here. Nothing comes out of that? Seriously? Unbelievable. Kick to the corner. Are you serious? How the hell is that not a card? Either one of those. Kramer gets away with another dirty play. But I mean, not really. It was rugby play. I shouldn't call it dirty play. So it's going to be a 8-meter line out. So Malcolm Marks still in there. Here comes. They need a good line out. Need a try here to get the bonus point. And it's stolen by the Pumas, but picked up by Malcolm Marks. Down to 1 meter. Great job. Offside. They're playing advantage. Offside again. Argay Snaman, is he in? Short. Vilko low. Malcolm Marks looking to pick it up and go. He does. Malcolm Marks is in. The try is scored. Bonus point. Boca. Yamo. There we go. All right. There's your bonus point. 4 tries. Malcolm Marks gets it in there. 47. That's a brace for him as well. What a great job. Malcolm Marks saved the day there by finding that loose ball and keeping possession. And then he gets over. Marks. Now we're talking. He reached forward because it was otherwise it would have been held up. Wow. And the conversion's good. 29-13 now. Malcolm Marks did that himself. Another try from Malcolm Marks. What a great hooker. Maybe now he'll go out. Well done. Here's the restart inside the 22. Taken. Is it Damien Delende? Can't see who it was. No, it is Delende. Call to use it. Bonus point now in effect. 20 minutes left in the game. Cobus Reinach kicks it away. Goes into touch. Good kick. It's going to take it out past midfield. Wow, well done. 59, 60 minutes. We're down to the last 20 minutes of the game. Springboks now with 3 more tries than their opponent and 4 tries the traditional way. What's going on here? Clock has stopped. And Malcolm Marks is coming out as I predicted. Crowd's cheering.
He's coming off on an HIA.
Oh, he's got an HIA.
Outstanding today, Malcolm Marks. And a great.
So Bongi Abanabi comes in the game. That's what I said. Malcolm has been fantastic. $60 minutes in there. Oh, the line out successful, but 2 Bucks get back there, and they drive the Pumas back to the 10-meter line. Now they're driving forward about 45 meters. Bongi Abanabi with his first tackle. And we are spoiled for hookers. And the Pumas are going backwards, coming in the near side. Santiago Carreras kicks it down the pitch. And Cheslin's got to get it. And he's run right into a player. Not held, gets up and goes. And places the ball again. Jesse Creel there. Peter Steph Dutoy playing the role of scrum half. There comes Reinach. Cobus Reinach Bongi Ambanambi to the 22. Boca cheers the crowd, a home crowd at Twickenham. So many South Africans have fled to the UK. Kick over the top. Not going to go very far. It's knocked backwards. And who's it out on? It's out on the Springboks, I think. It's out on the Pumas. Lost forward. Scrum or line out. Take the scrum. You're killing them on the scrums. Yeah, what's up with the likes? 300 and some people here. Just almost 400 people. 167 likes. Come on, guys. Quit being lazy. You're getting a free commentary here. And Quagga Smith comes into the game for the Bucks. Who did he replace? Quagga Smith came into the game. I think he came in for Jasper Visa. Let's see if he's at the back of that scrum. He is. He came in for Jasper Visa. Crouch. Khaleesi's out. Maybe replace Khaleesi. It's in the pipe, and they drive him forward again. Nope. There's the advantage. Another penalty advantage. They kill him on the scrums. There's space on the outside. Sasha to Ethan Hooker. He's got Willemse. Willemse drives over midfield. He had help, but didn't get it to Colby. Now he gets it to Ethan Hooker, rushes up for help. Hooker picks up about 3 meters. And then pick and go by Quagga Smith. Drives forward another few meters. Reinach threw it away. Goes backwards. No. Offside. Offside. That's going to be offside. I'll come back for the original penalty advantage. Okay, so there was nothing wrong with that. On the scrum. Whew, Springboks. Some extra likes. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Right now, they would finish at 20 points. All right, so he warned him for inside at 22. Now, P already warns him on the scrums. I mean, after they had about 9 scrum penalties. So here we go. Sasha kicking for territory. Not a great kick again. It's not his best day kicking. All right, things slowed down here. 17 minutes remain. Let's get another try. Just for the heck of it. Kobus to get a hat trick would be great. Bongi Ambanambi's down there for the line out. He goes deep, and they get it to Peter Steph Dutoy, who gets it to Quagga Smith. Jasper Visa breaking loose. Visa driving forward. Jasper Visa finally tackled. Kobus Reinach now gets it over the middle to Damien De Landa. He offloads it. Reinach looking for help. Sasha does a kick through. What was that? It's going to go into the try zone and be touched down there. So I don't understand what that was all about. The offense lost a little bit of control there. So it'll be a 22-meter free kick. Yeah, 2 more to rub it in, David. I agree. Rub it into the All Blacks. That's so. I'm not talking about rubbing it in the Pumas. I'm talking about rubbing it in the All Blacks. We need some spell. That's kicked way back and caught by Willemse back at his 23-meter line. Willemse comes up, 10-meter line, kicks it high into the air. He gives chase. Has also got help over there. And caught by Carreras. But, oh boy, he popped his jaw there. I hope he's okay, Damon Willemse. And Oviedo with the carry. Oviedo tackle there, and Narkia tried to get over top of the ball, but he couldn't quite pull it off. Vivas back. About 15 minutes left in the game, folks. Call to use it. Twickenham crowd not disappointed so far. And that ball goes high into the air. Who's going to get that? And it's Sasha. Sasha gets it to Cheslin Colby. Colby goes wide. Oh, ball's going to bounce. The Pumas have got it. Oh, no. They're going to score. Bad decision by Cheslin Colby again. Cost us a bonus point. Wow, Cheslin Colby, another brain fart again this week. 2 brain farts in a row. Wow. Delgee gets a try. 65-10. My goodness. Wow. Brain fart by Chesson Colby. Poor shot. What a brain fart. What a dumb pass by another brain fart 2 weeks in a row. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. One of the best players in the world has 2 weeks of brain farts. Just a dumb brain fart. So it's 20, now 29. Here's the restart. Iskro is out there again. At the 22, Pumas now. Now we have to have that other try. That's why I said. So Iskro comes in for Piscantelli. Had a good game. And someone else came in. Let me see who it was. Oh, stolen from Sasha by one of the Pumas. And they have the ball back in midfield. The game is not in jeopardy of being lost, but the 3-try advantage is gone. So the bonus point disappeared thanks to Chesson Colby. Is that Kramer? Oh, man. Come on, Booker. And a penalty. Springboks have it. They won a penalty. Bongi to Arge Sneeman. Playing an advantage. Peter Steph-Toy comes wide. And it's lost by Sasha. What the? He just drops the ball. What is going on? Open your glutzen. Open your eyes, Booker. My goodness. Stupid play after stupid play. Thankfully, it was an advantage. My goodness. Kick it to the corner now. Stupid plays here. My goodness. Well, he was bad last week too there, JM. He kicked that ball. So Monty Lubbock is coming in the game. And Grant Williams, maybe? Monty Lubbock comes in the game. Sasha's out. 13 minutes left. And Grant Williams is also on the pitch. Kobus Reinach comes out. Okay. And kicked down to the 24-meter line. Didn't find touch. So that's the first cock up. So Monty gets the ball. What's the penalty? Offside? Oh, my God. Offsides on the Springboks. Or obstruction. What is going on here? If Monty Lubbock can't find touch, then we have obstruction by Bongi. Oh, yeah, that's clear obstruction. Unbelievable. Well, Monty was no better. He couldn't even find touch. He's killed us. Bongi gives a stupid penalty up. We got 11 and a half minutes left in this game. The Springboks have pissed away the bonus point. Chesson Colby screwed us out of a bonus point. This game is still very much in play. Montoya throws it in. They win the line out. Here they come. Pumas still in this game thanks to brain farts by the Springboks. They go wide to the outside and throw it away. Thank God for that. Oh, Julian Montoya not happy with Benitez Cruz at scrum half. Not happy with that. Threw it away over his head. Oh, my goodness. Here's the line out by the Springboks. Unchallenged. Norkia to Grant Williams, his first play. Driven forward by Vasels. Call to use it. Grant Williams now. High into the air. back around the 47-meter line. Chesson goes up. He didn't get it. It's knocked on by Argentina. Grant Williams now trying to find somebody. Let's go, Bucka. Kraga Smith fighting hard. Gets to midfield. Here we go. Grant Williams. And Monty kicks it high into the air. 3 Bucks give chase on the near side. Who's going to get it? And Santiago Carreras wins it for the Pumas. 10 minutes left in the game. We need another try, boys. You screwed up. Vilko Low with a big tackle there. Counter ruck coming from Low. Ball's available. And Peter Steph DuToit and Jesse Creel make the tackle. Penalty on the Springboks. Stupid penalty. Penalty is on Jan-Hendrik Wessels. 9.5 minutes remain. Oh, my goodness. Nice kick. Where are they going to put it? Outside to 22. And Marcos Crema is injured. He's going off the pitch. HIA. So Pablo Matera comes back into the game. HIA. So that'll be his day. Yeah, I know. France and Ireland coming up, JM. They can't play like this. Everything will be in jeopardy. Here's a line out by Montoya. Stolen by the Springboks. Nortkia gets up. Peter Steph DuToit running with the ball. Peter Steph DuToit charging into the line. Well done. Grant Williams now. Monty kicks it high into the air on the far side. Who's going to get this? Chesley Colby competes, but the Pumas come down with it. Counter ruck coming from Quagga Smith. He blew up the breakdown. And now the counter ruck coming from the Springboks. But they don't get it. But they've driven them back to 45-meter line. Now they need to turn the ball over. Arge Snyman with a counter ruck. Nothing there. Here's a kick high into the air to the near side. Monty couldn't get the ball. Taken by the Pumas again on the high ball. Jesse Creel. Santiago Carreras nearly breaks through. Jasper Visa makes a big tackle. Stolen by Quagga Smith. Oh, Jackal. Here comes Wessels. Wessels drives forward. Springboks have the ball. Now we need to get going, boys. Quit screwing around. We got 8 minutes left in this game. We need another try. I'm going to kick it away. Nope, they're not. Sight. Monty to Villemse. Peter Steph DuToit. No, he goes to Ethan Hooker on the outside. Hooker takes off. He kicks it forward. And it's knocked backwards by the Pumas. They got it. Carreras loses the ball. It's on the ground. That's a knock on. Come on. Scrum to South Africa. And they should get a penalty on the scrum. And then they kick it down deep. And maybe we get a quick rolling maul. 7.5 minutes remain. 72:30 on the clock. 4 tries to 2. Quagga has been devastating since he came in this game. Monty turned his head away from the ball. That's why he never got that on that leap. Quagga Smith, man, he is just a beast. 70,360. Wow, that's a big crowd. That's a lot of cash. Probably 50 pounds per ticket. Woof. Millions of pounds in rand came on this game. Bind. Set. So Grant Williams puts it in the pipe. South Africans drive forward. Oh, they're going to reset it. They're blaming it on both sides this time. As Juan Gonzalez tries to run down the pitch with the ball, but it was dead. 6.5 minutes remain. Montoya's out of the game. Ignacio Ruiz comes in at hooker. The captain's out. Come on, Boca. Let's get this right. We need to get, we're around the 43-meter line. Need to win a penalty here so we can kick it deep. Crouch. Bind. Set. And a penalty against the Springboks? No. Oh, got lucky there. Pablo Matera is being warned by official. He said, "You want this? Otherwise, you can leave the field." That was funny. Oh, my goodness. My man of the match is Cobus Reinach. It could be Malcolm Marks. Malcolm Marks or Cobus Reinach. Let's do that. We'll put a vote up. Put a poll up, guys. Poll, man of the match. We haven't done that in a while because man of the match. Crouch. Grant Williams feeds a scrum, and it's a penalty against the Springboks. Oh, my goodness. Wow. So much for the bonus point. There's your poll, man of the match. But here's the line out now. Ruiz first time out. It's tipped in the air, and the Pumas come away with it. Springboks got to get the ball back now. Chocobates. 4 minutes left. Springboks are not going to get that bonus point, courtesy of Cheslin Colby's cock up. Oh, that's an elbow thrown into Quagga Smith's face by the runner. Peter Steph Dutoy with a big tackle on Chocobates. Oh, that's a no-arms tackle. Jan-Hendrik Vessels hurt us again. No-arms tackle. Stupid. Yep. That's another dumb penalty on Jan-Hendrik Vessels. Another stupid mistake by the Springboks. 3.5 minutes remain. They're going to kick the penalty here. Yep. Smart move. Down to 3 minutes. Going to kick the points. No arms tackle. And Piardi saw it even though the play was behind him. Less than 3 minutes remain. This can make it a 6-point game. Springboks losing a bonus point here. They had it. Straight down the pipe. Here we go. He missed it. It hit the post. But the ball's alive. And the Pumas recovered it. Just as well for them. They gained 35 meters. Tackle made. Unbelievable. The Pumas get the ball back. It was live. And Bogey with a big tackle there. Quagga Smith with another big tackle. Need to turn it over here. They hit the post and they got the ball back. Jesse Creel with a tackle. 2 minutes left. Springboks need to get the ball back. Peter Steph Dutoy with a big tackle. Oh, man, that was clever. And there's a penalty. You're offsides. Yep, so South Africa get to kick it down the pitch. And they got 1 minute and 40 seconds left to get themselves a try. Monty Libak couldn't put it in touch last time. Cost him dearly. Stop delaying the game. Come on, either try, you boneheads. Monty finds touch this time, but doesn't get much distance on it. So Springboks get the ball back with 1 minute 10 seconds remaining. They need a try. Need that bonus point. 458 people here, but just 200 likes. Can we get some more likes, folks? They're not expensive. You're going to be redirected to my other channel. Chris Wyatt is their man of the match. That's who I said. I said Malcolm could be the guy, but my guy is Chris Wyatt because he set everything up. They go deep, and Peter Steph DeToy knocks it back, and then Quagga Smith comes away with it. Turns up the pitch. Gains about 3 or 4 meters. Last 37 seconds. Grant Williams. They're just going to try to run the clock out here instead of trying to get a try. That's disappointing. Cheslin Colby chased it down back at the 22. They've lost a lot of meters here. And they turned the ball over. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Unbelievable. Bonus point wasted. Anwar, Joseph, simply brilliant. Welcome to you. Got ass kicks to the corner. Over the hooter now. Wow. They want a bonus point for finishing. Maul. Here come the Pumas. Down to 5 meters. Still going forward. They collapsed it on their own. Five meters, tackles made. They go back. They kick it to the wing. And Monty left the man unguarded. And Monty Libbek screws. Oh, no, it's Damon Villemse. Left the man unguarded. And they get a try. No chance at a freaking bonus point here. Wow. Wow. Damon Villemse left the man. Rodrigo Iskro. Oh, wow. That's unbelievable. Wow. This is terrible. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Unbelievable. Here's the conversion. So they picked Cobus Ryddock as man of the match. We haven't even got 100 votes here. Kick is good. 2-point victory. I think that Rossi ought to be very angry about the way this game ended. Cheslin Colby. Oh, another brain fart by Cheslin Colby. Final score is 29-27. Yeah, Cheslin Colby is on his knee because he knows he cocked up. This isn't the first time. Cheslin Colby nearly cost us a World Cup. Remember that? He's an incredible player, but nearly cost us the World Cup with a yellow card. And he couldn't watch the end of the game. Remember that? Another dumb mistake by Cheslin Colby. I don't get what's going on here with him. So hang around for the post game. There we got, okay. So poll's over. We got over 100 votes. Only 224 likes. Seriously, guys, why is it so hard to hit the like button? It's not that hard. Pumas just kittens when the Boca are done. Yep. Well, let's see if they talk to the man of the match here. Wow. Kanan Moody was disastrous today. Cheslin Colby was not up to his normal standard and then cost us badly at the end. But Malcolm Marks and Cobus Ryddock were unbelievable. Peter Steph DeToy had a big game. Khaleesi played well. My goodness. So 29-27. So they win the rugby championship back-to-back. First time they've ever done that. And they wind up with 19 points. And they win on points differential, not on log points, which is unfortunate. Taking a while for it to get uploaded. So they go to London and they win 29-27. Far closer than it should have been. So Piscintelli going to be playing for Rossi 92 apparently. There's Lutiager in street clothes. That's a Beth wrapped up. The crowd not going anywhere, folks. They're hanging around. So. Waiting for the announcements and the man of the match. Let's see if we can't get him on here. Mays, you're very welcome. It was a very poor performance, Andre. Terrible first half. They got together in the second half, and then they fell apart in the last 10 minutes of this. And well, what was the score? 65. Last 15 minutes and 81. You're very welcome, Pete van der Linde. But can we get some more likes? 245? That's kind of lame. And I don't think we got to 10,000 subscribers. We got to 62. Man, that's disappointing. I'd hope we get to 10,000 today, but it's not happening. We still got the Bulls game to come up against Leinster. But we went from 24 to 62. We're not going to make it 10,000 today. That sucks. I really wanted to make it today. Pete says the Bucks were poor, you were not. Well, thank you so much for that. And Conrad, you're very welcome. Please remember to like and subscribe, folks. That's right. Like and subscribe. Ethan Hooker wasn't very impressive today either. It was okay. Here you go. Cobus Reinach now.
Cobus, first of all, from a team perspective, what does this mean to go back-to-back in the Rugby Championship
I may not be able to play this because of music.
First time?
Yeah, it's unreal. We spoke about it the whole week. We haven't won it, I think, ever back-to-back. And last time we won a proper one was 2012, I think. So going back-to-back, it shows a lot of character from the team. We're still growing. There's still a lot of improvements to make, but we're slowly getting there. We're building, and we keep on building.
Another tough first half. You had to respond early in the second.
Yeah, man. Any team now in the world, you're not just going to run out here and run over them. You have to break teams down, and it takes some teams 50, 60, 70 minutes. And Argentina, credit to them, they're unreal. They have a lot of dog in them, and very similar to us. They don't stop. They keep fighting. So yeah, it was tough.
What is it like to play with a 9 on your back behind a pack of forwards like this?
No, it's good. It's good. It's
Okay, I got to stop it because the music is so freaking loud. I'll get a copyright strike. So hopefully I won't get one. But sorry about that, cutting off the man of the match. There's Faf de Klerk out there with the team. And what do we got there? Thank you, Fidget Famous, for subscribing. So the team is out the center of the pitch. So waiting for them to lift the trophy. Who are we going to get? Montage, the most capped captain ever for the Pumas.
You asked for a good response from your team after Durban last week. They gave it to you.
Oh my gosh, the music.
yeah. I don't think they gave it to me. We give it to each.
All right, guys, I can't risk that. YouTube is very capricious. They'll give me a copyright strike, and I'm sorry. So normally I play that, but these idiots at Twickenham playing music so loud. Yeah. So they've won it. Springboks, well done. First squad to win a double championship. Rugby championship. They've won 2 World Cups in a row, back-to-back, so they've done that. But yes, you're right about that. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up. In an hour and a half, it's the Bulls versus Leinster from Loftus Versfeld. I'll be covering that game as well, so tune in for that. No, Maze, that's what YouTube does all the time. I actually sang a cover song with Steve Hofmeyer and was given a copyright strike for a song that was published in 1966, The Ballad of the Green Beret. YouTube is evil. Unless you're a big media house, they're evil. If you're just a regular Joe, they screw you over. All right, so we'll be back for the Bulls. So the Springboks squander an outright title, 19 points tied with the All Blacks, but win on point differential when they could have had a 20-point season. So, well done there, but not as good as it could have been. Great performance by Malcolm Marks and Cobus Reinach. He was the man of the match, Reinach. And so that's going to do it from here. We're going to wrap it up, and I'll be back in an hour and a half. Also, if you're curious, you'll be directed to my Colonel Chris Wyatt channel, where I'll be discussing the New York Times article about refugees. They're trying to scare refugees. So final score from Twickenham, it's 29-27 as the Pumas fought back with 2 late converted tries. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you back here in an hour and a half for the Bulls game, and maybe we'll see you in half an hour on my other channel. If you want to show up there, you're welcome to join us over there. All right, and I look forward to folks joining us there. Cheers, and thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. My goodness, we had almost 10,000 viewers and only 273 likes. That just sucks. You guys can do better than that. Cheers.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is